What's up guys, JackGalactic here, back with another video. And ladies and gentlemen, Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4 is finally here. Goodbye Wrecked, hello Absolute Doom. And I gotta say man, this new season has potential to be one of the best seasons we have ever had in Fortnite. Certainly going to be the best season we have in Chapter 5, and with all the new Mythics, the new POIs, the new weapons, this one is going to be a banger. So I've been playing the season for about 3 days now. Just came out on Friday. It is Sunday as I'm recording this currently. And yeah, man, I am having a ton of fun in this new season. There are a bunch of new mythics in the game. And one thing that I'm actually interested in seeing how this is going to play out over the next coming weeks is all of the mythics are in ranked. Now, are they going to be in competitive? Probably not, but with the way they sort of set the precedent last season of taking the really OP, quote-unquote, cheesy items out of ranked, I wonder if the competitive community is going to ask for them to do that this season as well. Because honestly, having played just the last 3 days, I think the totality of these Marvel Mythics are way more OP than anything we had in Season 3. It makes the cars and the Nitro Fist and the Magneto gloves look like child's play. You've got the Captain America shield, which actually acts as a full shield. Even if you try to spray their feet like you did with the ballistic shield back in Season 1, it will block all the bullets. And then also, as you can see here, it's got a boomerang style throw attack. You just launch it, hits your opponent, brings it back to you. So that's going to be one that's going to be probably pretty frustrating for people to play against in the short term. There's basically 2 ways you can counteract it. One, you can just keep spraying them with whatever weapon you have until eventually it'll stun them and they move the shield, much like with the ballistic shield back in Season 1. The other way is, instead of being able to shoot underneath the shield at their feet like you used to do, you have to get sort of at an angle to the side from them and shoot next to the shield. But if you can do that, you can still get some shots off. But honestly, I think the shield's going to be the least of people's worries, because as you can see what I got there, the War Machine's auto turret, that acts as sort of like the business turret did, except you carry it on your shoulder and it deploys automatically. Once it locks onto someone, it's just going to start shooting. You don't even have to switch to it in your inventory. You just carry it, have it on, and then it does the rest. So you couple that with perhaps some of those Doom gauntlets or the War Machine's arsenal, and then you have got a pretty much unstoppable OP meta right there. So there are new weapons in the game. They brought a reworked version of the Striker Burst, which is absolutely awesome. I've noticed that it sometimes spawns with a scope and sometimes without. Definitely think the scoped version is better, but I mean, that is a great weapon no matter how you get it. I even see it come all the way down in gray rarity, which I don't want. I'm certainly looking for at least a green, if not, blue or purple. But and even gold. But they're all over the map, so you shouldn't have a hard time finding one in a suitable rarity for you. We also had the return of the Striker AR, which I personally think, and have thought since Season 1, is the best AR that this game has ever produced, at least of the chapters and metas and weapons that I've played. And I mean, with creative maps, with Season OG last year, I've played just about every weapon that this game has had to offer. And I still think that the Striker AR is the best AR in the game, for sure. Probably the biggest problem I'm going to have this season is trying to figure out what I want to carry. I'll go in and, oh look, there's a gold burst. You can't say no to that. But look, there's a blue or a purple striker. You can't say no to that. But then, oh look, you've got all of these different Marvel Mythics. You got to carry those. It's going to be really tough to figure out what your inventory loadout is going to be this season. And I think that this, probably more than any other season, this chapter will be one that will be about, experimenting and trying different combinations of loadouts as the season progresses, because there are just so many options available to you right now. We also got 4 new style medallions. I'm not really much of a medallion player, although I did pick them up today when I was getting footage for this video, because I just wanted to, see what this was all about. There's the Emma Frost medallion, which will allow you to go invisible. I never got that one, so I didn't really mess with it too much. I believe it was Dr. Doom's medallion that allows you to get Siphon. But again, I'm not, if you watch my videos, I wasn't really big on picking up the medallions. I don't really like having my location shown on the map. And especially once they stopped giving you full shield regen in Season 1, I didn't really see a reason to carry them. So, I haven't carried a medallion since Season 1 of this chapter. But today I went ahead and picked them up and carried them, and I probably will continue to use them so I get a better feel for them. I know that they have, like I said, I can't remember if it was Dr. Doom's, but one of them is a Siphon medallion, which is definitely one I'm interested in getting. And there I am, going down Mythic, I think that was the Mythic Burst, which took me out, even though I had the Doom's Mythic, but that's okay. So we've got 3 new POIs on the map. You got Doom's Castle, you got Doomstad, and then you've got the Raft. They also, which is where I'm at right now, reworked Classy Courts into Doom's Courtyard. So basically what they did is they just removed the tennis courts from it, but the main building's still there, and there's quite a bit of loot there. So it's certainly a great place to land, especially if you want to land there and then maybe rotate over to Doom's Castle or something like that. One little thing to note here, now granted, obviously I'm playing, this is my first public match of this season. I've been playing ranked the last 2 days up to this point, and I hadn't actually played a public match in probably 2 weeks. So clearly that kill was a bot. But I gotta say, I picked up this purple hammer pump, and I might have been sleeping on the hammer pump this entire season. I usually don't like pump shotguns. I like more spammy type shotguns. But what I have found is when I've picked up those spammy type shotguns and tried to use them, I'm rarely getting the kills. Whereas when I picked up this purple pump, I was able to get a few, so maybe I should try to start giving that one a shot as well. Maybe I shouldn't just worry about, new mythics and new weapons, but maybe I should revisit some of the older weapons and figure out, what's going to be the correct meta for me. Now you see right here, I tried to shoot him when he had his shield up, did no damage. He moved his shield, he was about to do the throw attack, and I was able to one pump him with that purple shotgun. Now I'm sure he was already weak, he'd been in a fight. I heard gunfighting when I ran up, but still, I think that this might be a gun worth revisiting. I don't know if they've buffed it a little bit or if I just, got lucky, but I had a lot of luck with it today, so I'm definitely going to look into using it more often for sure. I tried the new Monarch pistol a couple of times. I don't really think that that's the weapon for me, although I think a lot of people really like it. There are no snipers this season. So if you can find a scoped Monarch, that's actually going to be your best option as a long-range sniper type weapon. It does really big damage at distance. The bullet drop seems to be less significant than other weapons. The travel time, while it's not quite hit scan, seems to be pretty fast, comparatively speaking, especially for a sniper type weapon. And especially the damage fall off doesn't seem to be very drastic. This thing's hitting like, I think 150 or 175 headshot at distance, so definitely going to be a gun you're going to see a lot of the sweats use for sure. But for me, I don't know, I didn't really like it, so I probably won't use it. Here's a good look at the rig. I haven't been to the new POIs as much as I would like. In ranked, I'm kind of avoiding them because they're super sweaty. Obviously being new POIs, the season's only 3 days old. A lot of people are landing there. So it was a little rough when I tried to go there in my ranked games. I pretty much just died within the first minute or so, and I never really got a chance to explore. I didn't really get much game footage, so I actually popped into some public matches here, specifically so I could get some solid footage of the new POIs. But it felt like the storm wasn't really cooperating with me. Every time I'd get to a POI, I'd have to rotate out because the storm was coming. But definitely loving the new POIs. They're really well done. And they're 3 very different ones. The Raft kind of has a prison type feel, whereas the castle obviously kind of reminds me a lot of the Citadel from Chapter 4. And then Doomstad is, it's just a little German town. Kind of has that hazy hillside vibe, but all of them have a ton of loot. and they're really well done POIs. You know, I think Doomstad might be my favorite of the three, just because I like more of those, you know, jumble of disconnected buildings you can get in and out of better, you know, that kind of tilted tower type vibe, more so than, you know, one giant POI like what you have with Doom's Castle or with the Raft. Still great POIs though, for sure, and definitely going to keep exploring them as the season continues. Well guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are enjoying the new season, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what mythic you think is best this season and what you're looking forward to most this season.